Hello, Chris Rockhold Karate. Today I'm going to cover stances for Tang Soo Do. This will be an overview video of some of the stances that are taught at Rockhold Karate. There will be some variations as well, and let's just jump into it. First stance is Chumbi Jase. It's a ready position. I'm going to start off just kind of nonchalant. I'm going to step into Chumbi, my left foot will come out, hands will come up and down, a nice fluid motion. I'll try to coordinate them together, like so. Feet will be straight, hips are straight, shoulders straight ahead, head facing forward. Weight is going to be resting on the balls of my feet. I will have my knees slightly bent from the side. As you can see, posture is upright, balls of the feet, knees slightly bent, hips, shoulders forward, head is forward. Alright, let's jump into the next stance. Front stance is Chungo Jase. That one is going to be stepping forward into a large step. My weight is going to be more forward. If I look down at my knee, I should not be able to see my toes. Both feet are pointed forward, my hips are forward, shoulders are forward, and my head is forward. My shoulders should be aligned over my hips. I'm going to pivot to this direction here. You can see it from the side. Again, feet are straight, hips straight, shoulders straight, head is forward. My alignment should be shoulders over my hips again. So good posture is key to most of these stances. All right. So a variation of this stance will be a lunge. So I'm going to come up off of my heel completely on the back foot and bend my knee more. Right? So pivot this way, you can see. I'll buckle the knee some and come up on the ball of my foot completely. Heel is off the ground. Okay, next stance, Kima Jase, horse riding stance. So I'm going to step out at least 2 shoulder widths wide, maybe a little bit more. Inside that, it's going to vary from person to person and depending on knee issues. Feet will be straight, knees bent and pushed out. My shoulders again are over my hips. My head is facing forward. Step out the other direction here. As you can see, feet are straight, shoulders over my hips, right? Everything's facing this direction. Moving on to Sakurab Jase, side stance, which will be a variation of horse stance. I'm going to have one foot pointed this direction, one point towards the camera. Okay, weight is even, so then my hips will be at an angle, my shoulders will be at the same angle, and my shoulders and hips will be aligned. Okay, good posture, always key. From a different angle here, weight even, hips at an angle, feet perpendicular to each other. All right, another variation we'll get into back stance. Hugo Jase, there's a lot of variations on this one, but we'll start with the basic one that we normally see in Tang Soo Do. I'm going to have my weight on the back foot. Okay, both knees are bent. This one comes forward slightly. I'm going to be resting on the ball of my foot. Okay, I'm going to pivot this way. You can see all the weight's over this leg. Both knees are bent. My hip is at an angle again along with my shoulders. This is a more narrow profile stance. Okay. Now a variation of this one is the weight is flat and somewhat weight is forward now and a little bit wider. Okay. So weight is still majority on the back leg, but I do have some weight forward and the posture is a little bit wider. Angle still for my hips. Posture again is aligned properly. Next one is the cat stance. I'm going to have weight on the back foot. Front foot is raised like a cat. Imagine that. Okay, so both knees are bent. My hips are going to be more forward now because my back foot is more forward. Okay. So again, from this angle, my feet tend to be more forward. The front one, of course, is straight ahead. This one is slightly angled or forward. Knee is bent. Most of the weight's on the back foot. That is some variations for back stance. All right, the next one is cross leg stance. Coach it up, Jesse. There's a lot of variations on this one as well. Okay. Right now, all the weight's on the front foot, and there's barely any weight on the back foot. I'm on the ball of my foot on the back one. Turn to the side so you can see. This is a step behind position here. Okay. And then we also have a variation. You step in front. The weight is off of the front leg, but still on the back leg. And then we have other deeper stances of it, where the weight is more evenly distributed, depending on what is being utilized. We'll get into the details of that later on in other videos. But this is some of the stances we covered. One last one is a fighting stance. I'm going to just step forward, a small step. Weight is even, shoulders and hips are forward, and usually the guard is going to come up at that point. Okay? Or if you're a lefty, your right foot will come forward. Just depends on how you're about to get into it. Hopefully not, but you never know. So these are some of the stances we cover at Rockhold Karate in Tang Soo Do. If you like this and other videos, please subscribe to Rockhold Karate's YouTube channel and be sure to check us out on Instagram. Thanks, have a good one.